What I seek is the greatest ambition possible.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent
You'll
tone
need a
was
top-notch team to win
clear
this
enough.
one.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Carsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will...
The time entanglement is a vexing problem, even for the Sorcerer Supreme.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We find ourselves caught in a battle between two dooms, with no way of truly knowing which one of them is right.
We would be better off making a deal with Mephisto.
I have done that, Wanda. I can assure you we most certainly would not. Open.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom is a powerful magic adept. I expect we will face each other again soon. Enemy in front of us. I am strengthened for battle.
A nice deep freeze.
This shield should do nicely.
Mortal pain is no match for the Sorcerer Supreme.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Good medicine.
Here comes trouble.
Out, dark magic.
That hurts.
Watch out, coming! You're mine. They got me good.
Out, dark magic.
Maybe it's twice.
I am ready to put on a show.
Judge, jury, executioner! The Sorcerer Supreme returns.
There they are.
I am strengthened for battle.
Disappear! I suck.
They got me good. I can use a hand. And maybe a foot.
Hands are shaking again. Focus.
Mind the exploding plasma!
This officially makes us BFFs.
Nothing
now.
here. Suspicious. By the There's no match for the Sorcerer Supreme.
Ain't over yet.
Only 60 seconds left.
Hands are shaking again. Focus.
I don't have to be center stage. You wrote a check you couldn't cash.
I am strengthened for
I spy some
battle.
bad guys.
Down to 30 seconds.
Judge! Jury!
I am ready to put on a show.
Executioner! Castle went down fighting.
Need some help.
By the shades of the Seraphim, I return. I'm opening a portal.
The grand finale. Well, you can't expect to win them all. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields. I am not the man I used to be. I have found a greater cause.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
This kingdom of spiders, has this become your domain?
Oh, this place? No. My neighborhood is way less futuristic.
Shame. You have the heart of a king. You would rule this empire well.
You're kidding, right? I can barely keep my...
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You shall not be harmed.
Got my own cover. Nice.
Help get that vehicle to its destination. My time to shine.
Shrine of the Weaver.
I shall not be removed so easily.
Balance doesn't win battles.
You cannot hurt me. You need not fear.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Out of the infirmary.
Again!
The cosmos heals you. I don't think that's broken, Trinity.
Get that vehicle moving again.
This shield will serve me well.
You see, this is why I protect my flesh parts.
We have to hurry.
Healing power.
That put a spring in my step?
I require some aid.
Thanks.
Quantum match.
Pulse charge! Fire!
I am at your service. Healing power.
Battlefield ready again.
Poor kid. One step closer to saving the world.
Get ready. Disappear!
Stronger together.
That put a spring in my
Better
step.
already.
Fantastic! Ha-ha!
Quantum match.
Repairs are in order.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This time I need healing.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Again! Born again!
The cosmos heals
Where
you.
we really have to attack.
You see, this is why I protect my flesh parts.
You're headed straight for the Shrine of the Weaver. My cosmic might returns.
Pick up behind you.
I am at your service.
My resistance is down.
Spiders rock, you know? Seriously, we do. Cosmos
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Repairs are in order. This time I need healing.
Thanks.
Quantum magic.
Garrett never falls! Fantastic!
Quantum magic.
Ultron reigns supreme! Ready. Here come the bad guys.
Healing power. I could not allow a trace of old darkness to survive Venom.
I'm doing this my way!
This shield will serve me well.
My strength is renewed.
Some assistance, please.
Disappear!
Repairs are in order.
Armed and dangerous!
Cosmos heals.
Again!
Watch out, they're headed our way!
I am born anew.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you
Healing
get a web!
Thanks.
Grace us with victory!
Place and the Master Weaver. Must
Cosmic
protect.
might returns.
Ah, yes. Much better.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
The cosmos heals you. Quantum magic.
Born again!
All right, Ty. Now we really have to attack.
The cosmos heals you.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Fantastic!
I feel better already. Quantum magic. Some assistance, please.
Ultron reigns supreme!
Quantum magic. You are safe now,
See
my
the Master
friend.
Weaver. Keep up the momentum. Anything can hurt me.
Armed and dangerous! Again! Again!
Cosmic might returns. The cosmos heals you.
Enemy's got too much firepower.
You're ready. Here come the bad guys.
Healing.
I am ready to put on a show.
My resistance is down. This time I need healing. The cosmos heals you. We are in this together. The cosmos heals you.
Help. So
I'm good to go. You are safe now, my friend.
Fantastic!
Quantum magic.
disappear.
Born again! Armed and dangerous! Again!
Second chance is over. time I need healing. My resistance is down.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way.
They're coming up ahead. Quantum map.
Please, we're hurt. I'll get you next time. Down to 30 seconds.
Numbers.
Tick, 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 tick.
Lights, let's pop that up I have risen.
The final 10 seconds. Get that vehicle moving again.
Armed and dangerous!
You'll have to keep fighting until you have a winner. Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Fantastic!
I am ready to put on a show!
Well, you can't expect to win them all. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion. The time entanglement is a vexing problem, even for the Sorcerer Supreme.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
How are you?
Lucky. Always feels good going into a fight with you. Keep your cool, Frank. We're the good guys.
How are you?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
More tentacles than
We just gotta deliver this core and we save Morocco.
Thank you.
Sayonara, suckers! Because they got such cups.
an unseen assist.
I got you covered. Very funny.
appreciate the boost.
By the shades of the Seraphim, I return.
Clearly you needed some help.
Ultron's influence over this land must be. I am strengthened for battle.
You're ready. Here come the bad guys. Enemy
You're
located.
halfway there. Keep going.
Enemy located.
Release the Glotron!
Born again! By the eye of Agamotto! Power beyond sight!
Now we really have to attack.
Good medicine.
All eyes over here.
Almost there. Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
An unseen assist!
This core is the
I
only
am
thing that can stop
strengthened
Ultron.
for battle. My body is rejuvenated.
I got your back.
Power beyond sight!
Release the Glotron! Stand down!
Our enemies are
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
good medicine.
This core is the only thing that can stop Ultron.
So close. This is your big chance.
Sonic Surge!
This is real
Clearly you needed some help.
firepower!
Hands are shaking again. Focus.
Armed and dangerous!
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Another epic victory. Big win.
going to bat for us. We've got Japan going to bat for us. And then you've got fucking these clowns that don't want to do anything. The fuck is this? We gotta put pressure on them. Can't let this happen. That's a betrayal.
So we are very surprised. This is
Total betrayal.
not Winston
You'll need a
Churchill that
top-notch
we're
team
dealing
to
with.
win this one.
Work
You
out
don't have to be a
where we
witch
can land
to
there. Would
find
have been
the
much more
magic in this
convenient
world.
landing there as opposed to
Open your
flying many
eyes.
extra hours.
Reality
Oh,
is
no.
So we are very
illusion.
surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're so dumb, bro. Sorry for my continent. They can use Romanian bases if they want to. I don't know why this is happening. Like, and I do know why, honestly, I do. But, like, this is it. And, dude, no, it's wrong. The UK didn't say you can't use the air bases. The UK were just retards and gave away their own air bases. Look at the Chago stuff. It's not the UK being anti-USA. It's the UK being self-retarded. Spain is the main bad actor, right? They are. But I did really dislike the idea of the UK going out and then saying that, no, we're not involved. Because I think, again, they're just trying to maintain their radical Islamist voters that are already in the UK. That's the reason why I think they did it. And it has nothing to do with whether, you know, something is the right thing to do or not. It has to do with them trying to maintain those voters. I'll see if there's any more of these that have happened, right? Because we are waiting to see if there's anything else that's going on. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and it's hard to do so, but we're doing our best. UK is compromised? Yeah, I think that they kind of are too, and it seems kind of obvious that they are. And Portugal confirmed today support of the USA. Really? Well, fucking based. Spain's government is like your Democratic Party. They're unpopular. They lost 40% of the votes, not counting this fiasco. I mean, you've got to hold those people accountable eventually, right? Let me see if I can find the different things about this. Yeah, here it is. Let's see if this is the part of him talking about it.
Its territory and their security interests, and well, we will talk about that.
We will.
Looking forward.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you
That's some
for your
interesting.
hospitality. Thank you for letting me spending the night in your guest house.
That's right.
Very, very
Good.
comfortable place.
You like it, right?
Yeah, great place. And a famous place.
They're very famous. Very famous place. Any questions?
This is that bullshit from earlier. We saw this part.
You see, we were having negotiations with these lunatics, and it was my opinion that they were going to attack first. They were going to attack. If we didn't do it,
if they could, they would.
Going to attack first. I felt strongly about that, and we have great negotiators, great people that do this very successfully, and have done it all their lives very successfully. And based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first, and I didn't want that to happen. So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand, but Israel was ready, and we were ready, and we've had a very, very powerful impact because virtually everything they have has been knocked out now. Their missile count is going way down. Amazing.
It seems pretty obvious that they're gassed out if they're not shooting as many missiles at Israel. Like, there's like a tracker here that I've been keeping up with, and it looks like there's nothing here. Has declared another all clear. There it is. It's not happening. And the other missiles, we haven't even seen a single one hit.
They're hitting countries that were, let's call them neutral, right? They lived together for a long time. I think they were surprised. I was surprised. I think and now those countries are all fighting
on a
against
launcher.
them and
Yeah.
fighting strongly against them. Someday they'll write a story and they'll say why they did that, but they hit countries that had nothing to do with what's going on. They were sort of leaving everything alone. All of a sudden they had missiles shot in, which shows you the level of evil that we're dealing with. With people that were actually at least somewhat friendly. And they had no problem. Also hitting only civilian places, hotels, apartment buildings. We're hitting them where it is much more appropriate. We're hitting them very hard. And the big scale hitting goes now. They no longer have air protection. They no longer have any detection facilities at all left. And so they're going to be in for a lot of hurt. These are bad people. These are people that killed. I guess it's 35,000 is coming out. 35,000.
Probably more.
Over the last 3 weeks. Protesters. 35,000 violently killed. So these are bad people. And the leader of the pack is gone. And as you know, 49 people were taken out in the first hit. And I guess there was another hit today on the new leadership. That was pretty substantial also. So they're getting hit very hard, and we'll see what happens. A lot of people are coming forward. A lot of the people you would least suspect want to quit. They want to have immunity. They're asking for immunity. and probably at some point they'll be dropping, as you would say, laying down their guns. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're just continuing to go forward. Our military is the #1 in the world by far, and we are. Everything's big in my book. Venezuela was big. This is big. The original hit, Midnight Hammer, was big. Everything you view is big.
Yeah.
It's not considered very big by some standards, by some of our standards. We have a military like no other military that's ever been built.
There's never been a bigger military. So we have somebody an arguer, a disagreeer. What is this here? I'll pull this person up. Follow you a long time. Or you're playing WoW? Oh, a game person became someone else. You approve USA crimes against the world. So what crimes is the USA doing against the world here? I'm curious. What do you think we're doing that's wrong?
Better stop that vehicle.
Go ahead. No, I want to figure this out.
Rise, my friend!
And also, like in February, so you followed me on Valentine's Day, and last year, that's cute. And like back then, I didn't even play WoW then. Yeah, I didn't play WoW at all. So what about this is wrong? What are we doing that's wrong? Another dictator defender? Genociding terrorists? We're not even genociding them, bro. Like, we're not even killing that many of them.
Over here, s'il vous plaît.
Like, probably could do way more.
You guys check this out.
A dictator dictator.
He's
That's
stopped
what
them
he
in
is.
their tracks.
You are. No escaping
I like that. That's cute.
Color me impressed, Warlock.
Do we still have a, we don't have a single response. It looks like there's nothing, he's not saying anything. No, I don't think that we're doing a crime against the world by getting rid of a country that kills their own people systematically. And they fund other people that oppress groups of people all over the Middle East. This entire idea that America is morally or ethically in the wrong for this is insane, and it's grounded in nothing. The idea at all that we're doing anything wrong in any capacity is outrageous. All over the world, you're killing people all over the world.
Just the boost I need.
What's this here? Means you're becoming someone else and you never really bothered to watch. Yeah, 2 messages. Yeah, whatever you say.
Never fall!
Why would they? Why do these people ask military questions?
Well, I don't know if there's a worst case. We have them very much.
You think they're going to say what the worst case scenario is?
Militarily from the military standpoint. They're still lobbing some missiles. At some point, they won't even be able to do that because we're hitting all of their carriers. We're hitting all of their missile stock. You know, they built up all these missiles over the last few years. They had a lot of them. They've shot a lot of them, and we're knocking out a lot.
That's good.
I guess the worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, about right.
We don't want that to happen. It would probably be the worst. You go through this and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better. Yep. So I'd like to see somebody in there that's going to bring it back to the people. And we'll see what happens. They have their chance, and we've said don't do it yet. We're going to go out and protest. Don't do it yet. It's very dangerous out there. A lot of bombs are being dropped.
Yeah, I bet.
Born again!
Oh, yeah.
Gambit never fall!
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, you know, we had some in mind from that group that is dead.
That are roaching out?
And now we have another group. They may be dead also.
Uh-huh.
Based on the reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody. But we have, I mean, Venezuela was so incredible because we did the attack and we kept government totally intact.
Well, it was a small goal. Just one guy.
Very good. We have the whole chain of command, and they've been
Marco Rubio? Yeah.
We've taken out 100 million barrels of oil already, and a big part of that goes to them, and a big part goes to us. And it's been great. We paid for the war many times over, and we're going to be running the oil. And Venezuela is going to make more money than they ever made, and that's great for the people. The relationship has been great. It's been seamless.
Wow.
Nobody's actually ever seen anything like
Still
it.
dying like dogs in Iran? Yeah, they squat. They getting a lot of them.
If you look
Can't
at
compare
Iraq,
Venezuela to Iran.
where very stupidly
Iran has religious zealotry behind it. I think religious zealotry falls apart whenever you're faced with certain death. I think that's what happens. Like the idea that, oh, this is they're religious zealots, like you can't stop them. If you kill enough of them, they'll stop. They always do.
But he was fired. The generals.
And you see them, like, again, no, it doesn't. Okay, all right, you're gonna see this happen. You're already seeing IRGC defecting over. Again, a lot of people like the idea of being a martyr. They like the fantasy of being a martyr. But then whenever they see everybody else being killed around them and they see them like their body just evaporated, they're probably going to think about it differently. And if you don't believe me about this, give it a few days and you'll see this happen.
Get ready.
Were fired. The military was fired. The police were fired. The fire departments were fired.
Just wait.
And
Japan, World War II. Yep, there it is.
All of the government workers were fired. So after, you know, people would call, they had no idea.
Is that how
By the
mortality
way,
works?
ISIS
It does.
was formed. That's where ISIS came from. All of the fired people. We don't believe in that. So we'll see what
Taliban still
happens,
attacking us
but,
20 years later. It's different Taliban.
First, we have to finish off the military.
Oh yeah, this is the crown. Yeah, like the exiled son of the Shah.
See, some people like it. We haven't been thinking about too much about that. It would seem to me that somebody from within maybe would be more appropriate. I said that. He looks like a very nice person.
So they might actually have
but
him come in.
It would seem to me that somebody that's there, that's currently popular, is such a person.
Yeah.
But we have people like that. We have people that were more moderate. You know, these were radical lunatics, and you know what they get? They get nothing. All they do is kill.
They can keep killing hardliners until a more friendly person gets in power. Absolutely, 100%. That should absolutely 100% be the strategy. Keep killing them until you get a person in there that you will do business with. They say, all right, are you going to work with us and surrender? No? All right, you're dead. Then do it again. And you do this over and over, and you roll the dice enough times, and you're going to get one of them that will surrender. I guarantee it. They will stop respawning. That's how it works.
You've asked, not your turn. Not your turn, please.
Whoa, what absolute retard tag? I'm telling you, just wait and see. Just wait and see.
You are under my protection.
Horrific take, live by the sword. Oh, this is, you know what? You come in and you I'm not even going to read your message. Yeah, who cares?
What does that mean?
Consider logic in Afghanistan. You can't Afghanistan to Iran because there was a different president then, and we didn't do what we needed to do. Like, they didn't go in and blow up the entire military on the first day. Like, it's very obvious that with enough military force and enough willpower, you can do this. I think that Bush and all of the military back then did not have the willpower or the intention to do this. Now we do. That's the difference.
Well,
You'll
some
see it
of the
happen.
European nations have been
Using the wrong tactics. Yeah, exactly. The only tactic that works with people that are zealots is just complete obliteration. You don't try to negotiate with them. You don't try to explain things to them. You say, listen, bitch, this is how it's going to be. And if they don't follow the rules, then you kill them. That's literally it. Any other strategy with a religious zealot doesn't work. And even this strategy isn't always effective, like you guys are saying. But eventually it will be.
Some haven't. And I'm very surprised. Germany's been great.
Let the devil.
Others have been
100% facts. Yep, you'll see.
I think that
You'll
the head
see.
of NATO, Mark, is fantastic. Mark Rutte. I think he's fantastic. But some
Beat
of
him
the
into
European,
submission.
like Spain, has
Exactly.
been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation.
Isn't that how paganism died out?
The West paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it. Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right. We could use it.
Reports coming out that weapons have been smuggled to Kurds in Iran. Is that it?
Basically, we can just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it. But we don't have to.
He's orange. He is.
Unfriendly. And so I told him, we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people. But they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think they would agree to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Fuck them.
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Total waste of our time. Like the fact that our allies aren't letting us use their airspace for us to fight Iran is ridiculous.
So we're very surprised. This is
crazy that's going on.
Churchill that we're dealing with.
No, it's not. He's such a bitch, man. Keir Starmer. Oh my God. The island? Yeah, why don't we move the tanks and military equipment over to the border and let John Wayne his ass through the country? There's no reason to. And number one, number two, the geography of Iran makes that almost impossible. And number three, there's no reason to do that. Like with the technology and the science that we have now, in terms of ballistics and then drones and then smart missiles and satellites and everything, there's no real reason for you to go and send a bunch of people on the ground to solve a problem like that. There's no reason for that at all.
Yeah. Well, I think we're doing. I mean, they're letting us land in certain areas, and we appreciate it. And they're just making it comfortable. We're not asking them to put boots on the ground or anything. We're just they're a respected country. I have a very good relationship
on the space,
with
tracking
the
people.
country,
Yeah, exactly.
In particular now,
but as hands off as possible.
Leader,
yeah.
This new leader, I think he's an excellent leader. I had my differences with Angela. I said, you're hurting your country with immigration, and you're hurting your country with energy. And we have a man sitting on my right that is pretty much the opposite of her on energy and the opposite of immigration. And I think he's doing very well.
Noise is going. I'll turn it down. Yeah.
Now you do the same for me, we.
Well, because it happened all very quickly. We thought.
What I think probably happened is that they had a let me actually get this turned down a little bit more so it's not as loud. So they probably had a plan going on, and then eventually, kind of the stars aligned. All of those guys got together, and then they executed on that plan instantly. That's what I'm assuming probably happened. Now I could be wrong, but that's kind of where I would expect things are.
Better already. Got me good. Never fall! Now you do the same for me, we.
Down to 30 seconds. You stopped them in their tracks.
Gambit got your back.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. We have a meeting with a man who's become a friend of mine, and we've known each other for a little while in some very interesting times. And we get along. Our countries get along very well. We have a great affinity for each other. And the Chancellor has been very well received in Germany. Very successful man. Became the Chancellor of Germany, which is a big deal. And he's doing a very good job. In my opinion, a great job. Very popular. And the relationship that we have in trade and everything else has been very strong. We've been able to do our deals, and it's been very strong. We'll obviously be talking.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
Make way for the King of Thieves. Ain't looking for a fight. Make way for the King of Thieves.
Are not a
Can
you
save yourselves? 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Asgard has been invaded yet again. What is all this? I wonder if it grows nuts.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hitting harder than ever.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
This should be easy enough.
If you don't spot bad guys, here they are. Every tank.
A helping hand. Save for me, Lee. Just the boost I need.
I'm trying to help.
Now you do the same for me. Hey, hitting real hard.
I see that.
Let's make our way to the opposite moment.
Hurricane incoming! You. My friends are here! I am ready to put on a show! I see you.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Mark this spot.
Hitting harder than ever.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Judge, jury, never fall! That's my girl, Rogue.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Follow this enemy.
Dealing some serious damage. Now you do the same for me, Wee.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
I appreciate you.
Hey, hitting real hard. I am Groot. Oh, is that your lucky draw?
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I need. That's my girl, Rose.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
We must stop Loki from destroying Yggdrasil. Moon Knight placed an armchair.
Double down. I'm good. Gambit got your back.
My friends are here!
I'm doing this my way. Hitting harder than ever. Double up.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Loki's killing that tree. Hurricane incoming!
You're that hurt. Gambit never falls. Double down. Now you do the same for me, will you? Gambit never falls. Unlucky.
Touch it. So close! This is your big chance!
Double down.
I lift up my comrades.
Gambit got your back.
Double KO!
Maybe Cox is in your game.
They spotted us.
My time to shine.
Enemy.
I'm opening a portal. A shortcut through space.
Hit that turret before Brett gets up.
I'm good, you guys.
Hurricane.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Welcome back to our series. So
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
welcome back to our series. So even poor Kaya subscribed. In today's video, Asmongold is calling out Hassan for acting like a high school mean girl after he tried to smear XQC as a diehard Trump fan. Hassan is now advising people to buy terrorist drones from China. Lock him up ASAP. Ethan has responded absolutely cooking him. Hassan is running defense for terrorists once again, saying that the recent attack in Texas was a false flag because of a shirt. People have done their investigation and found out that Hassan owns the same shirt. He's cooked. Schrodinger's Turk is back. He's now cosplaying as Muslim again, using it as a victim card only when it's convenient, being extremely disrespectful. People are calling out deranged Twitter users for cheering on their own downfall. Professional Ray God Sneeko continues his beef with FaZe Kaysan lecturing an Iranian person why the evil dictator dying is bad. Kaysan responds talking about his family being in danger and the reality of the situation, and Sneeko completely dismisses it. Pathetic. Asmongold declares his support for the Iranian people and calls out people for trying to make it a racial issue when it's innocents versus terrorists. Subscribe so Hassan gets arrested at the end of 2026. Imagine the cinema.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back everybody. Another day, another Hassan crashed out. It's the law of the universe. So, quick recap. Ever since his favorite Iranian dictator got smoked, Hassan has been non-stop losing it and lashing out at basically everybody. So, one of the people he got pissy at was XQC after he said that, you know, Hassan had a bad take for defending terrorism and oppression, which is obviously a bad take.
When I see a Hassan take, I know it's a bad take.
So then Hassan responded trying to smear him as a die-hard MAGA fan when XQC is in fact a liberal and betted money against Trump.
I'm more of a leftist than Hassan. He's so radical, he's so far left. Yo, not only did I never endorse Trump, I actually don't do that up there. That's insane.
So Asmongold has responded. Asmongold Hassan acts like a mean high school girl when he's addressing arguments.
The right would rather get their notes from a dude that eats their toenails on camera than a guy who interviews investigative reporters, politicians, and a dude that designed JPCOA. This is because there's no intellectual right that remains. What is it? I mean, like, I don't know what does that have to do with supporting terrorism and the Iranian regime? Like, it just has nothing to do with it. It's just like Hassan has the same energy of like a mean high school girl, where he's unable to engage with any of the conversations and disagreements that people have with him in good faith. And he refers back to bad faith arguments, character destruction, and just lying. This really has nothing to, and personal insults. You'll see that whenever Hassan is disagreeing with somebody, instead of actually addressing what this person is saying, he will constantly go and insult them, make some sort of comment about their appearance or something else. And it's never really about attacking the argument, because get the notes into these terms, rather than a guy who interviews investigative reporters, politicians. Nobody cares. There's plenty of people that interview investigative reporters or politicians that have bad opinions. Like, this is not even a good argument in his own standard. Like, there are people from Fox News that interview investigative reporters and politicians. And are you going to say that everybody should get their news from Fox News instead? No, it's not even a good frame of reference inside of the argument that he's making. These people love to make up bullshit and say things that aren't true.
Yeah, I mean, this is the classic Diddy Piker playbook, right? Instead of actually engaging with the argument, he instantly goes for the lowest blow, right? He will instantly try to lie and smear his opponent.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
We all know the second he says that XQC is a MAGA fan or an Israel dick rider, his entire audience will basically eat him alive, right? Even when it is literally not true, this is basically standard Hassan. I could ask an AI to predict Hassan's next move, and this would definitely be in the script because he literally does this all the time. It's really annoying. He did it to Ethan, somehow simultaneously calling him a Nazi and a Zionist, and he did it to me when he called me a Jeffrey supporter based on literally nothing, and that's why nobody believes a single word he says. You mean Israel bad and America bad on well thought out, fully formed opinions? Hassan is just a regard leading a cult of regard to the promised land of Regardia. See, there's no problem with having these opinions. The problem comes when these are your only opinions and your entire life ideology is based on that. For example, you think America is so bad that you think literal dictatorships and terrorists are better. That's when you're disregarded. Moving on to Hassan sort of giving advice to people, telling them to buy terrorist drones from China. Now, I don't even know if I can show this footage because there's like bombs in the background, but we'll try to censor it. Hassan Piker tells his chat that self-bombing is dead. Just buy a 10K drone from China. You can purchase them for online marketplaces. Interesting, Hassan. How would you know this?
Again, that's a Shahed drone. Like, that's crazy. Well, you really actually don't. I was thinking about this with like the Afghanistan, the Taliban
Pakistan fight that was taking place, and I was really thinking about like, you really don't need suicide bombing anymore, you know, because like the Taliban guy was like, oh, you have nuclear arms, but we have like suicide bombers that will just blow up your country with suicide bombers, and it's like, you really don't need that anymore in drone warfare. Right? You don't need that at all. Just make fucking drones. Just, you can purchase them from, you know, you can purchase them in the online marketplace. Like, China literally sells explosive ordnance delivery mechanisms that you can put through virtually no significant cost in comparison to like, you know, sophisticated equipment that you need to put together. So, I guess like you kind of at that point you're doing that for the love of the game. Right? Like you're doing suicide bombing just for the love of the game because like you want to keep it old school. Is that what it is? Why is bro saying that? I'm just saying it's like insane that. I mean, this is basically functionally what you can get away with if you facilitated like a somewhat difficult to pull off side bombing strike, right? And instead you're just using a Shahed drone that's like what, $10,000?
Right. So Hassan is essentially giving you the script, right? He's giving you the tutorial here, giving his aspiring terrorist audience the tutorial. Hey guys, you don't need to die for this, okay? Don't be stupid. Don't actually neck yourself for these causes. Instead, just buy the drones from China. In fact, I will actually donate to the cause. I'll finance it myself. Like, what is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Put this dude in prison already. Here he is literally encouraging terrorism. Like, what is wrong with you, man? You're insane. You're insane. Homeboy telling his audience to buy terrorist drones. How has he not been questioned by the Fed? God knows. At FBI, apparently Hassan knows where to buy explosive ordnance on the black market. At FBI, hello, please investigate terrorist propaganda screen. Literal terror tips and multi-pay. I assure you, DJ Daniel is gooning to this as we speak. FBI Director Cash, is your bitch ass ever going to do anything about this guy? No, this guy's incompetent. Either gooning lot, it's ultimate gooning lot. Please use the full terminology here. Yeah, they're not going to do anything about this. Cool. How the F is this not an incitement of violence? Well, there's a bit more direct stuff before that, and that didn't really work, did it? Come on. Stripes again. Joe responded, what's the penalty for treason again? I don't know. Probably not something good. Maybe you should look up the definition of treason. Enemy terrorist organizations use drones against American military targets instead of self-bombers. This guy is a freaking terrorist. Yeah, I don't know. He yaps a lot. That's all I can say. Alright? He yaps a lot to the point where if I was in charge, I'd put him in prison. Okay, I wouldn't take a risk with this guy personally. Alright? So Aspen Gold responds.
There were like 5 really popular tweets that Hassan probably saw that said this. And they said that Afghanistans don't need to suicide bomb, they're just doing it now for the love of the game. He's stealing this. This is a Twitter person said this. He didn't even say that. You didn't come up with this. You literally read this tweet and you're plagiarizing the tweet, pretending like this is your idea. This is exactly, oh my god. Not only are you trying to like say, oh, they should use these. Wow, this is sad. Honestly, the fact that he's stealing this viral tweet is almost more pathetic than he's like siding with the terrorists. It is. So yeah.
before you attack. Get ready.
What concerns you so, my floral friend? You shall not face this alone. Together, we are a mighty forest. When our foes fall, we shall be left standing.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have found more lost souls. Quantum magic. I feel better already. The cosmos heals. Better than my mutant power. The cosmos heals you. The aid I required.
Better stop that vehicle. They made it halfway. Stop them.
I require some aid. You are not a rebel. I am at your service.
Disappear!
This shield will serve me well. Healing power. We are in this together. It is your foes who fall like timber.
Stop them in their tracks. We are undefeatable.
Born again!
I'll get you next time.
Tremble before fast!
I require some aid.
My resistance is down.
Second chance is over. The cosmos heals you.
By the eye of Agamotto! Berserker! Rage!
Please.
The cosmos heals you. We are in this together.
Stop them in their tracks.
Quantum magic. Cosmic might returns. I require some aid. The cosmos heals.
Stop them in their tracks.
I become vulnerable. Cosmic might returns.
Disappear!
Tremble before fast!
Only 60 seconds left. We are undefeatable.
Quantum magic. There's still so much to do.
I am Groot!
Born again!
The cosmos heals here. Some secret clobbering time!
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Feeling stronger. I won't make now a disappearing act.
Careful, Ty. Show us over. They made it halfway. Stop them.
Now, a disappearing act.
Got me good. Tremble before power!
Chance to stop them. We are undefeatable.
Disappear!
Embrace the cake.
Now, a disappearing act.
Embrace the light. Chaos control. Only 60 seconds left.
Susie. You know I never... I am Groot! My aim is clear. I am Groot!
You stopped them in their tracks.
See you, Fat Logan.
Down to 30 seconds.
Hey, hitting real hard.
So cold.
Exit stage left. Worth taking a look-see. We are Groot!
Final 10 seconds. Keep fighting until you have a winner. Double KO. That's 3.
My favorite time!
Co-op time. Another epic victory. Big win. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
I've
made my share of mistakes.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
feeling?
I have with me Reverend Ann Heyman, pastor of St. Paul Presbyterian Church in Los Angeles, California, and the Religious Coalition for Reproductive Choice. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for
I
asking
appreciate
me.
you for being here. Do you minister to men and women?
I do.
You do, and are they mostly black? I know you're in a black community.
I'm currently serving an African American congregation. Yeah.
So is it 100% black?
Ooh, close.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
about 95%.
Men and women?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Now, are you surprised?
Oh, very typical Presbyterian church, really.
Right.
The Bible has been used so extensively historically against women, minorities, other, category other. And I wanted to know how, well, I knew how it impacted me. I wanted to know what I could do to possibly make that better. I spent 28 years living with prostitutes here in Los Angeles, and that was just God's best. Now, he had a great plan. It worked wonderfully, and I loved every minute of it. But I would not be willing to second guess at all God's plan for me. There was a plan, no doubt about it. Always has been, probably always will be.
Were you surprised that God called you to be over men? Not the head of men.
I have 4 younger brothers. I've worked in better already. On top of that, I really have.
Why would God put a woman or men?
Born again!
I don't know, and I don't know that God really worries about that. Because it's always been my encouragement. And I work very well with men. I do.
You're not surprised that he would put you as head of men? No. Do you believe in that spiritual order of God?
Probably not.
You don't believe in that one. What is that one?
Well, it's probably a male God and a male Jesus, and then if you're doing the hierarchy, and somewhere down at the bottom you're going to find women and children.
So you don't believe in God and Christ and man and a woman over children? Why not?
I don't think it's scriptural, if you want to know the truth.
How are you going to represent God if you don't believe in his order?
Oh, I believe in a whole lot of other stuff. Not necessarily that order, but I believe in a whole lot of other stuff.
Are you surprised that men come and listen to you? Why not?
They like me.
No, I mean, as a minister.
Well, okay, now, how do we address this? I came to a church that already existed to be their interim pastor, actually, 8 years ago. It's unusual to be an interim pastor for 8 years, but he's been busy. That was a pre-established congregation when I came, and there were men and women and children involved in the congregation, so I just stepped in to be their pastor.
Was it headed up by a man prior to you?
Yes.
It was, so you took a man position there. You don't seem to understand right and wrong or good versus evil. And being a reverend, I'm a little surprised. Why is that?
Well, I certainly don't have your sense of right and wrong.
What sense do you have of right and wrong?
I know good when I see it, and I know evil when I see it. I'm sure.
Yeah. And do you believe there's a God and a devil?
I believe there's evil, sure.
How about a God and a devil?
I don't do much with the Satan thing. I just don't.
You don't? What do you teach at your church?
I teach them the truth. I teach them about salvation. I teach them about how to be better people.
What is the truth?
Well, that's a good question, and that's going to be my sermon. I just read an article in the LA Times last week about racism, and the white people that were polled said that there wasn't really a racism problem, and the people who were polled said that there wasn't a racism problem. Now, who's speaking the truth there?
The white folks.
Not necessarily. I'm a white folk, and I don't believe that racism isn't a problem.
There's no such thing as racism.
Well, just because it's a cultural construct doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
Oh, really?
Do you believe
You're a black man, and you're going to sit here and tell me that racism...
And I grew up on a plantation down in Alabama under the Jim Crow law. Racism does not exist. It's a lie. Do you disagree with that?
Please, I am part of the African American church. I see it daily.
But you're a white woman, you pastor in a black church.
Yeah.
Where's the truth that racism exists?
The truth is in the differences in their salary.
In their salary? Yeah. I mean, people work at different levels and at different times, and They do different jobs, so that's not good. Give me some real truth.
I have women in my congregation who are caregivers.
Right.
And they are paid to the person less than the women of other races, other colors that work for the same agency.
Okay, so I pay my black employees more than I do my white employees. Is that racism?
I'm not sure what that is.
Why not?
Racism is a power differential.
I'm discriminating against my white employees. I'm paying my black people, and my white employees are better workers.
It is discrimination.
Is that
There's no doubt about
racism?
it, but I'm not sure it's racism.
Why not?
Because the white folks are called shots.
But I'm calling the shots. The
And
shots.
if you want
I'm
to
calling the
discriminate in
shots.
that manner, I don't know that anybody would ever stop you.
Is it racism? But why, if the white man does it, I don't do that, by the way. But why is it that? Why is it that? Why is it if the white man does it, it's racism, but if I do it, it's not?
Well, it's quite privileged.
But I'm privileged here. I own the company. I'm paying the salary.
But that doesn't necessarily give you the kind of privilege that a white man would have.
I have a better privilege. I own the company.
Good for you.
So why is it if the white man did it, it's racism? If I do it, it's not.
Born again!
Because the privilege lies with my skin color. Okay? Not with what I own or what I do.
Then why did you use that as an example then? Give me an example of racism. That's not an example then, because I own the company. I'm black as the ace of spades. I'm discriminating against my white employees.
And that's not racism.
And it's not racist. But if my white counterpart did the exact same thing, it would be racist.
The black employee?
Right.
Yes.
That's amazing. And that makes sense to me.
Yes, that's crazy.
The Bible says that our battle is not physical, but a spiritual battle. That we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities and wickedness in high places. It's a spiritual battle. Is that true?
Sure.
Then why do you call it a physical battle?
Well, because we live in the physical realm, and much of what we deal with is physicality.
But the Bible, no, everything we do is spiritual. We just live in a physical body. But everything we do is spiritual. So why not follow the rule of God rather than the rule of the order of man? God says it's spiritual. Why not?
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Am I masculine? I try to be caring, I try to be responsible, I try to be adult, I try to be engaged and enthusiastic and thoughtful and tender and sensitive and all of those things. And I think women are that way.
Why is the culture divided?
Why is it divided?
Yes, you're right about that. But why is it divided?
I think it's always been divided, Jesse Lee. How about that? I think it's always been divided. I think America was built on a fault line of race and class and caste. We've curated some togetherness, but we still are pretty apartheid. We are still pretty rich live over here, poor live here. We're still pretty black schools here, white schools here. We're still pretty divided around gay and straight, and we're definitely divided around ideology. We have not. We haven't had the courage, not enough of us have had the courage to have conversations across the divisions that would make us one people with different opinions. We haven't had enough conversations.
You know, now that you define culture for me, when I was growing up, there was only one culture, and that was America. Anyone that was born here, it didn't matter the color and all that. They were just American. It was not divided, so it made for an amazing country. And I guess now that we've allowed all these other people to come here from other parts of the world, it has divided because those people that come here from other parts of the world don't seem to fit in with America because they have a different mindset. Do you think it was a mistake to let all these other people come into America?
I think I would question that premise just a little, Jesse, if you don't mind. I think America is a country anyway. You and I, our people didn't immigrate, right? We were born here, right? Well, we were born again. People were brought here. But the rest of the country, our indigenous siblings, African Americans, indigenous people on the land from the beginning, African Americans brought to the land, farmed and sold the land as slaves. Outside of that enslavement and outside of indigenous people, everybody else here comes from something else. They come from Poland, they come from Great Britain, they come from, Spain. In the context of difference. So I don't think the people immigrating now cause the division. I think what causes the division is a resistance to the plurality of society, right? Like if what we think means American is white, straight, wealthy men, or landowners, or not Mexican, not Jamaican, not Dominican, not African. If that's how we roll, then we have that kind of tension. But America has always been they say melting pot, that's how free markets are, right? There's all kinds of different things, always. But I think because America is becoming more brown, I think that there's a resistance in white culture to the diversity. That's what I think.
I agree with you that it seemed that the Indians were here, but it was not America. They were just sitting around, living in tents and doing nothing, smoking peyote. And if the white man had not discovered America and believed in God, and with the help of God, they created the greatest country on this side of heaven, there would be no America. Am I right?
I don't think you're right.
Why not? It was the white man who founded the greatest country, right?
Well, I don't think the indigenous people were sitting around in tents smoking peyote. I think they were living with
They were killing one another, riding horses and doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're saying about that. They were doing more than just smoking peyote and getting high. They were killing one another, eating one another, and stuff like that. I do agree to that.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, you're not saying that?
At all.
What else were they doing there?
They were living in the land, on the land, raising children, hunting buffalo, raising corn, making food, making children, living on the land. And then the Pope told the Spaniards, go and discover America. And then the whites came, and then the whites took the land.
Do you agree that if it wasn't for the white people finding and creating the greatest country, there would be no America? No, we would not be here. We would be somewhere else. You agree to that?
I agree that this nation was named for Amerigo Vespucci, who was a ship runner who, quote, discovered America.
Right.
So this land...
Was he white?
He was Spanish. And this land
all you need to do is capture the mission area.
Called Turtle Island by the indigenous people. So no, it wasn't America.
Really?
But it could have had a different trajectory. It could have been different.
So it wasn't Columbus who discovered America?
No, he found it, but he didn't discover it. It was already here. It wasn't Columbus.
It wasn't Columbus. So if Columbus had not found or discovered, however you want to call it, and then got together with some other white men and with the help of God and created the greatest country on this country. You notice everybody and their mama trying to come here. It's not like it's not the best place. Would there be an America?
There would be something.
But it wouldn't be America, right?
No.
Amazing. Are you grateful for that?
Am I grateful for
that they did found and created the greatest country on this side of heaven, America? That the white man didn't do that. Are you grateful for that?
No.
Are you not grateful?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm ashamed that I'm ashamed that this man was stolen. I'm ashamed that my ancestors were kidnapped and guilty. And I'm ashamed that white supremacy still hijacks the agenda. And that's not all the white people, but the founding principles of our nation leave so many people behind.
Amazing. Can you define white supremacy for me? Because I don't know what that means.
Yes,
What does it mean? No, I really don't. Because I hear a lot of black people saying that, and I wonder why they think that white people are superior to them. Because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists, and in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It means that since the founding of the nation, Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper called Notes on the State of Virginia, and in that paper, he was trying to convince Paris to come to this nation, and he described blacks as not as beautiful as whites, not as emotional as whites, not as loving as whites. And he began a trajectory of pseudoscience that sought to prove that white people, white skulls, white beauty, white language, white everything was better than blacks or indigenous. And that's the beginning of white supremacy. And that's what it means.
That's why.
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think that white people are superior.
So why would you use that word, the whites supremacy? It implies that you believe that.
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No. I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like, this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them, and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding, because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
Oh, me too. You'll never guess who showed up to
I don't feel comfortable.
All right, relax. We do it fine.
No, I know I'm feeling fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape.
The battle starts in 5.
I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
2, 1.
But all I'm doing is following up on what you said to get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
Because it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation. It feels like it doesn't feel like we're having a conversation, and I feel uncomfortable that if we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, you're very clear.
So my point of view is not that white people are superior to me. My point of view is not that I'm afraid of black people in Chicago and that's why I moved. So far, there's 3 or 4 things that we're not having a good understanding, and I'm not finished. I'm not talking until we stop the tape and we take the break.
Well, relax out real good and see if you still feel uncomfortable. Let me know, all right?
I am ready to put on a show.
I'm not going to do this. I'm always grateful to come and talk to people about new ideas, and it's lovely to talk about my book. But this conversation does not feel comfortable. And to start a half hour late and for it not to be comfortable feels to me like it's not supposed to happen today.
This time I need healing.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to...
I'm saying I'm done today. I think I said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far as am I afraid of black people? Nope. So far as do I think white people are superior? Nope. So far, it's not even just a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that, because you said that one of the problems with culture is that, and Republicans and Democrats, that they don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. And you said that they tend not to do that, and look like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but you're not showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not
What does that mean you're not comfortable? I don't know what it means.
I think you know what it means. I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause. We can try it again another time. I'd like that, but I can't do it right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now. Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand. Because you're helping me to understand the culture better.
If we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know white culture. What do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? What's the message I'm trying to put in the world? I'm trying to put in the world a message that ferocious players that allows for good conversations. And I'm also human. And I'm saying this conversation doesn't feel to me like it's going how I would like it to go.
So before you run, can I ask you about some other part? Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
I know. I just can't do it today. It doesn't feel right.
So you want me to ask only what you want me to ask? What you want to talk about?
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
Doesn't Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it. I don't feel like it's going well, and I would like to stop.
Well, can we at least talk about you being a minister and what that like for you?
I'm a minister, and I'm an activist, and I'm standing up for myself right now and saying this doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, I can't force you to say, of course. I am a little surprised that you're running, but...
That you're saying I'm running is exactly why I'm not going to talk. Because you are putting a meaning on that that is not true for me.
Well, running means that you have to leave, right? You're going to leave.
I'm saying I'm done. I'm saying I scheduled this from 3 to 4. It's 3:58. I'm finished for today. And that's not running. That's being finished. There's a connotation to running that doesn't feel comfortable. That's not what I'm doing. It's not going well. We're going to stop.
Can I at least ask you one more question before you go?
It depends on what it is.
About Obama. You mentioned Obama earlier. Can I ask you something about him?
We'll see. Go ahead. I'll ask it. We'll see if I'm going to answer it.
You said that you mentioned something about the president starting an insurrection, causing an insurrection. And I want to know, were you surprised when Obama caused the